Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's another small business vlog. I'm just going to show you how I pack my orders. I want to share some money saving hacks where you can save money on small business supplies. Those packing supplies, business cards really add up, so stay tuned to find out. But first, make sure you subscribe. Alright, so I sold this adorable little plushie on my Etsy. It's a free pattern. I'll link it below. My Etsy shop has lots of plushies as well as crochet patterns and a few other crochet gifts like scrunchies and things like that. So make sure you check out my Etsy shop. You do have the option when you buy a plushie to say if you want safety eyes or embroidered eyes. They said safety eyes, but I still like to make sure they're extra safe and just add a little bit of super glue just to be safe. You never know. So today's video, not only did I want to show you what's been selling on my Etsy, but how I package my orders. You know, my shop name is A Pretty Paradise, so I want everything to be pretty and cute, and I want people to be excited when they get it in the mail. So I'm going to show you more of that soon. If you want to check out my Etsy shop, the link is below. And if you want to open your own Etsy shop, I also have a link where you can get 40 listings for free, because that's one thing that's really helped me. That's how I opened my Etsy shop, was getting those free listings. So here she is. She's ready to go. This adorable little plushie by Ami by Abby. She's on Instagram and on YouTube. So we're going to wrap her in tissue paper before we ship her off. You know, if I sell little plushies such as this frog, I normally put them in like a cellophane plastic like gift bag, but she's not going to fit in there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap her up with some tissue paper, and I put my business card, or it's not a business card, but like a thank you receipt type of card in there. That way, as soon as they open up, they see that card. Maybe they'll remember to write a review. Maybe they'll want to shop again. You never know. Or if they're giving it as a gift, then they remember to give that to the gift recipient. That way, maybe they'll be a future return customer. And then I just put it in the poly mailer. I love these butterfly ones. So I always wrap my plushies in something, whether tissue paper or those plastic gift bags, before they go in the mailer. So these were what I was talking about. These were from Walmart and they were only 98 cents, and it comes with 20 bags. So this is the best deal I found for these bags. They do have some at Dollar Tree, but of course now Dollar Tree, everything's about $1.25. And it comes with 20, so this is the better option at Walmart. And then you notice the Dollar Tree one is that they don't have that shine, that iridescence that these ones have. I love that little pink glow it gives. I think it's so pretty, and it really adds to the packaging of your small business, and it doesn't add to the cost since it's so affordable. But I just think it's really nice how when the customer opens the package, it's already wrapped in this. It looks really nice, and especially if they're giving it as a gift, then it's pretty much ready to go as a gift as well. So here's just a sneak peek of what that looks like, and I put that business thank you card in there as well. That way, if they're giving it as a gift, then the gift recipient, in case they would like to purchase from my shop, now they know where to go. And it just makes it look so nice. Yeah, whether it's a gift for yourself or someone else, I think it just adds to the excitement when you get something in the mail. And it really also adds to a handmade shop, all the personal touches. So definitely go find these bags at Walmart. Make sure you get the iridescent ones. They do have a few other colors. Like I think they had one with like gold polka dots and stuff, but the iridescent ones are my favorite. I know they're a little girly because it's kind of like a pink shine to it, but just give them a try, because like I said, it's only 98 cents, so it really doesn't hurt, and it really elevates just your packaging at the same time. Okay, so here's the next hack for your small business, and that's to print out your business cards and or thank you cards. These are the thank you cards that I put in each purchase. That way they won't remember the name of my shop, and maybe they'll want to return and shop there again. So what I do is I just print them out and I design them on Canva. There's two ways you could print them out. You could get cardstock. Actually, three ways. There's cardstock, and then you could get like a glossier paper, which I need to do is get that glossy paper to give it that shine, because it has like a matte finish. And then I do enjoy sketchbooking, so I've even printed it on like that thick sketchbook paper that you can even paint on with like watercolor and acrylic. And that worked too. There is a little bit trial and error, as you see on this card. If you're doing a design, make sure to the design is behind the text, not in front of the text, as you can see here. So these ones are the mess up, so learn from my mistake. Just pick a pretty font, a pretty color, that's it. Keep it simple. Once you're familiar with Canva, then go in with all the designs. All right, and then the next hack is to use tissue paper. That makes it cute and fun and exciting when they open it up, especially if your plushie is too big to fit in those little plastic bags. I get them from the Dollar Tree, so they're $1.25 and it comes with 24 sheets, which is nice. And I like this one because each one is colored. There's no, sometimes the white ones are just like too plain for me. So there's no white ones in here, so that's really nice. I like how the colors are like somewhat opaque and vibrant. They're obviously a little bit sheer, but it's a nice color. It doesn't look faded or anything. And I like how it has a color variety. So here's just the purple one. You know, obviously they're somewhat sheer, but the color is vibrant. It doesn't look like it's faded. It's not like cheap looking. It looks really nice even though it's from the Dollar Tree. And then the final step in the packaging is the poly mailers. I just got these on Amazon. I don't remember exactly how many it came with. I want to say around 20 or 25. And it was for sure $7.99. I checked today. It still is. We'll see how long it stays that way. I just thought the butterflies were so cute. And they have so many different designs. You could basically get any color or any like print you want on your poly mailer. And I really like these because it makes packaging them up fun. And then if you get this in the mail, like it just makes it so exciting. Like when you see this in your mailbox, you just can't wait to open it, right? It's just so eye-catching. All right, and then the final hack is I just go ahead and I print them on my printer. The labels, that's it. I don't have one of those fancy sticker things. And you know what? It's been working for me right now. So now that I showed you all the little supplies and hacks that I use to ship everything, I was going to go ahead and show you what else I sold. Is this little triceratops. You probably saw her sitting here with all her friends, but now she found her forever home. And then this is another trick that I use before I ship my plushies is I always lint roll them just because I'm constantly crocheting and a lot of yarns shed, especially chenille yarn. So not only does it shed like with the pink yarn that I was using for this and the white yarn, but sometimes like in my desk, in my workspace, there'll be like fuzzies from different yarns from different things I was crocheting. So it's always important that you lint roll your plushies because you just never know at crochet and sometimes you don't notice it until it's too late. So that's like one of the final steps before I start packaging them up and sending them to their new owner. All right, and I always give it one last look. Make sure no yarn tails or stuffing or anything is sticking out and everything's where it should be. So it looks like she's ready to go. So we're going to package her up with all the supplies I showed you earlier. So we got her tissue paper because I just don't think she's going to fit in these plastic bags. Like, I thought it'd be so cute, but I feel like it'd be too squished in there. Like, I feel like you'd have to, like, squish the head too much. And I don't want to mess up the plushie. So we'll just go ahead and use the tissue paper. It's nice to always wrap your plushie in something. Just give it that extra layer. And then make sure you have your thank you card in there. And I always put it, like, right on the plushie. That way they'll be sure to see it when they get it in the mail, because obviously you want return customers, you want good reviews. So it's so important that you have that thank you card. That way they're going to remember, you know, the name of your shop and everything. And also maybe they'll refer a friend to your shop, but if they don't remember the name, then that makes it hard. So that's always a must to put those thank you cards in there. Oh, and I forgot to mention what else I love about these poly mailers is that it has like the peel and stick thing, so I don't need to like be taping it up. I just put the order in there and then you just peel it off and close it shut, and that's it. So it makes packaging things and shipping things so much easier because it saves you just a lot more time. Like, I print out the labels, so I still have to tape that on, but it's just like one less thing to tape. So definitely check these out if you have a small business. And then to get the best deal, do the math first, because this came to about 40 cents per bag. Not the greatest deal, but I also have a lot of digital items like patterns on my shop, so I just wasn't sure how many physical items I was going to sell. So I was wrong. So I should have got a better deal on mailers, because on Amazon I've seen some for as little as 30 cents or some even 8 cents. So that was it. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to check out my Etsy shop. Bye.